Getting ready for one of the biggest basketball games in school history, everything changed for the Tamaqua area Blue Raiders in a hurry. Their 4A state quarterfinal against Pope John Paul II has been postponed indefinitely because of the coronavirus outbreak. When I spoke with their head coach Jim Barron, it was 20 days since the team was together in the gym.
Basketball seems forever ago. So we're just sitting and waiting, seeing what the PIAA decides. I'm not very optimistic that we're going to get to finish the season, with how everything looks and the numbers are talking about with the virus. But we're still just, sitting and waiting and hoping for the best.
Barron says he never got the chance to address his team when classes and sports were canceled. I asked him what he would say to his team if he had the chance.
These are unseen times across the world, and just stay safe, stay positive, and if we don't get to finish the season, we've at least had the chance to put forward our best foot and put ourselves in a position that we put ourselves in.
No matter what happens, the 2019-20 Blue Raiders are a team worth celebrating. So let's get to know them and learn how they made it all the way to the Final 8 in the state. Everything starts for the Raiders with senior Braden Knobloch. He averaged 17.6 points a game this season and has over 1,100 points in his career.
He's one of our leaders out there, and that doesn't even talk about, he's one of the best shooters that I've coached. He holds the Tamaqua school record for threes in a season and threes in a career. He's just, he's known wherever we play. Teams that know him know that he is our guy, and he's a lights out shooter. He does absolutely everything for us, and it's going to be, I don't know how long it's going to be until we find another player like him.
Lucas Gregoire is also a senior. He's also averaging over 17 points a game, and he's also a 1,000-point scorer.
He just does so many good things when he catches the ball, in the high post or the low post with his footwork. He's so fundamentally sound, and he can finish with both hands around the bucket, which there's not a lot of guys in high school who can finish. You're confident whichever way he goes. I know a lot of guys we play. I'll be yelling out on the sideline. He's going to go right. He's going to finish right. With Lucas, you never know which way he's going to go because he finishes so well with both hands.
Having two great players on your roster is, well, great. But if you want to go far in the state playoffs, you need some depth.
But we have guys like Nate Gregoire, who he took 30 charges for us this year, which I always say the greatest play in basketball is the charge, because it completely gives you momentum. It takes momentum away from somebody else. And Nate did that 30 times for us in 29 games, which I've looked back on past seasons and we've only taken 26, 27 as a team. Guys like Sean Levine, who I don't know the last time he even attempted a shot for us, but he goes in there, comes off the bench for us and just physically boxes people out and plays great defense every single night. Baron Stauffenberg, he's probably the most athletic kid on the team. He's a long jump champion, district champion last year, and he comes out, I think he was our third leading scorer this year, but he was by far our best defender. We matched him up against the other team's best player every single night, and he goes out there and does that. So, just those guys doing those little things is what made us a great team, to go along with what complemented for Braden and Lucas doing. Nate Boyle steps up in the Danville game and has 10 points. Baron Stauffenberg, makes a run, and he is 13 or 14 in one of the district playoff games. Nico Valentino stepped up. He had 17 points in the first district playoff game we played.
The Blue Raiders are great on the court and off of it.
I have a 7-year-old son who is a team manager, and these kids, he looks up to all these guys, and they just have a blast. I mean, they put smiles on our faces every day. Just joking around and seeing how much fun they have.
Sure, Blue Raider fans are wondering how far their team can go if the playoffs ever start back up again. But I think they're also thinking about who would win in a one-on-one game, the homecoming queen or the homecoming king. Emma Kaczynski is a 2,000-point scorer for the Lady Raiders basketball team, and Braden Knobloch, you should remember, has over 1,000 points for the boys. During an interview with Kaczynski that you'll see on SSPTV's Out of Left Field, she says the two agreed not to play one-on-one because they're too competitive. So I asked boys head coach Jim Barron what he thinks would happen in a one-on-one game between Kaczynski and Knobloch.
I think you would see two kids who hate to lose play their hearts out and not let either one win the game. They're two great competitors. I don't know who would win the game, and I'm sure either one would probably be angry with me if I said opposite, but I think you would see one of the hardest fought games that you've seen, because those two kids are just two fantastic competitors, and they both hate to lose.
It looks like we'll never get to see that Kaczynski-Knobloch one-on-one matchup, and we may never see the 2019-20 Blue Raider boys basketball team play again, but through their hard work and success on and off the court, their legacy is already secured. For SSPTV Sports, I'm Ken Kara.